So here in the United States of America, healthcare reform is underway. It's called Obamacare. I'm still not sure exactly how I feel about it one way or another. I've been doing a lot of research on the internet to learn more about it. I think it's kind of interesting. You hear these business owners saying, well, it's going to cost us this extra money, so we're going to have to cut people's hours and maybe lay some people off or cut their health care benefits. It's just going to be too expensive for us. So I was reading online, the owner of Starbucks. His last name is Schrader or something like that. Anyways, he says, with Obamacare, we're not going to cut people's hours. We're not going to use any of that stuff as an excuse to cut people's health care benefits or anything. He's like, it's going to cost a little extra, but, it's not that big of a deal. It's the right thing to do. We can handle it. Of course, he's a Democrat, and this whole Obamacare is, a Democratic thing. On the other side of the fence, you got this Papa John's dude, the pizza guy. He's like, oh, man, we're going to have to cut hours. We're going to do this, that, and the other. We're going to have to increase the price of our pizzas. This is horrible. What a terrible thing. Of course, he's a Republican. And I know he's a multi-millionaire, lives in a big fat house. And, says they can't afford it. Whatever. I don't know, man. The thing is, if you're a Republican business owner, and and it's really going to mess with your business. You got to do what you got to do. I mean, honestly, if you have to cut back some people's hours or whatever, but just don't do that out of malice. Don't do it to prove a point. Don't do it to just so you can tell your friends and people and say, look, see, I told you this was going to have to happen, and then, you just do it. It's kind of like the angry dad, that has a horrible day, and he comes home, and he's pissed off, and then he kicks the dog, he beats his wife and beats his kids. It's not because of what they did, it's because he's pissed off, and he's lashing out. If you're a Republican business owner, don't be that guy. Don't just cut hours and cut health benefits and stuff to prove a point because you're pissed. You're pissed because there's a Democrat in the White House. You're pissed that you're having to do something that you don't want to do because it's not something that you believe in. It's not with your political party. Maybe you're pissed because you hate gay marriage, and you're pissed because your church numbers are dwindling, and religion is kind of drying up, and you're pissed because they're starting to legalize marijuana, and so you get angry, and then you're just like, I'll show them, and so then you start taking it out on your employees, kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy type thing. So, see, you're hurting because of the decisions I made? Well, don't blame me. Blame the guy in the White House. Next election, we need to get a Republican in there. It's not my fault. Yeah, it's your fault. I mean, it's one thing if you have to make tough business decisions, honest moves that hurt people, because if you don't, your business is going to go down the toilet. But I mean, it's another thing to do this out of spite. Just don't be that guy or girl. What do you think?